Hi, I'm Douglas Thunderhorse. I'm here with my brother, Billy Crowbeak. Billy and Kosh invited me up to visit, and it's been a lot. Billy and I are together a lot at shows throughout the year, and we do performances together, but we never really get a chance to visit and talk because we're always too busy with everything else. And Billy and Kosh have opened their home and invited me up, so I got in the old truck and come on up to Ohio yesterday and gonna hang out here for a while and talk flutes with Billy and life and grandkids and things like that. And of course, I made Billy a horse cane flute like mine. I'd made myself a new one because the old one was ready to retire and been broken a few times, so I carved myself a new one. And Billy asked if I'd make him one, and of course, I mean, if I get right down to it, Billy was the one who gave me the confidence to carve the horses to begin with. I've told you that many times, that it was Billy that guided me in my first horse carving. And from that point on, I've carved horses and appreciated everything he's given me. But I come up to hang out with Billy and just I wanted to meet Kosh. Of course, I've never met Kosh, and just relax for a little bit. So, what do you think? You happy to have me up?
Well, so far. So far, yeah.
Yeah.
We originally thought we would do this as an interview type situation. Of course, me interviewing the one and only, and I've been thinking about that, and it's like you all know him pretty good, but and see, this is why I let him talk. We're having a blast, I mean, like you said, we
Excuse me.
we're together a lot at shows, and we've performed together, and things along those lines. But we've never really had a chance to just hang, just hang like a couple old men.
Yeah.
And it's been good. We've got our aching bones, and we talk about our bad teeth and all kinds of good stuff that we don't usually share with people.
Right.
And we thought we would share that with you. Doing this video, because we can kind of monitor what you're seeing. I'm proud to say that I thought my hair was gray, but check this out. I mean, oh man. I mean,
That's wisdom, man.
yeah.
Wisdom.
Wow, now I know why they call him the old man. Although he calls me the old man, boy, that's just wishful thinking.
Yeah. I consider Billy my elder. Billy's been making his flutes long before me, and together I think we've got about 70 years experience making the
Yeah.
flutes. And we make flutes with the same mindset. We were taught in the same way, and we understand each other. Even though our flutes, the way we do our flutes, is really worlds apart. I mean, he has his way and I have my way, and he respects my way and I respect his way. And it's like I won't do anything that copies Billy, and he doesn't do anything that copies me, and that's how we treat each other. But it's nice for me to come to your shop and really see what you do. I always saw the finished product, and I knew how you did it, but to really see how you do it,
Well, I mean, a lot of makers out there, a lot of people even starting out making flutes, they think that they have to have X amount of tools and this and that. And I was fortunate enough to have been a carpenter, a lifelong carpenter, so there's a lot of tools around here. But that doesn't mean that they're necessary or even used in the process of flute making. When I fell in love with the flute, it was such a simple instrument, simple melodies, and I was originally taught that it was a solo instrument, and the way I was taught to learn to play was to go sit by a river and mimic nature, talk to nature with your flute. Let your heart speak through your flute. And that's the way I hold on to the flute. And Douglas is right. Our methods of making our flutes are, well, no, the finished products are worlds apart, but the process that we use and that we hold on to dear is very similar. Yeah, you agree?
Yeah.
And I've been trying to get Doug up here for quite a while. I had to actually, claim a bad back, and oh boy, could I use one of those canes, and could you deliver it? So I finally shamed him into making one, because it takes a lot to make a nice cane flute, and this is definitely one, and it's not something that he really offers for sale. So I am truly honored that a brother made me this.
Well, to finally come up and meet Kosh means the world to me, and I've never felt more welcomed in a home before.
Well, for those of you that don't know, Kasha is my sweetheart, and many years ago she had a brain tumor. She was the driving force in my flute making for years. She took care of, I did the carving, and she took care of all the detail work, all the painting. And then she had a brain tumor, and she became legally blind. She lost 80% of her vision. And so as I became more known out there in the flute world, more opportunities came up to go here and there. And she has never been able to travel with me to any shows or performances. But she's still an integral part of every flute I create. No flute comes away. No flute goes to a customer or goes anywhere that I have made without her approval of it.
Right.
So I'm glad that Douglas finally got to meet the woman that has made all this possible for me.
Yeah, Becky's the same way. Every flute I make gets played to her. Every flute, no matter if it's a simple flute, custom flute, doesn't matter. I bring it in and I play it to her, and she has the final say. She'll say, no, that's not good, and I have to go back to work and make that flute to meet her meet her standards. So I understand what you go through with Kosh.
Right, and it's a process that I wouldn't be without it.
Yeah. And like you said, with Kosh doing the detail work and the painting, I know Becky and I have worked together on flutes where she's actually told me what colors to use. She's done beadwork for my flutes, and those flutes are really, really special to me.
And it all goes back to the fact that the Native American style flute, I guess we should be saying,
Yeah, we should, yeah.
But
technicality.
It all goes back to the fact that really wasn't what it was called. It was called the Siotanka. It was called the love flute.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in my instance, I actually did, and it wasn't the first time that I had courted Kosh, but it was the last time I needed to, was I courted her with the courting flute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that sealed the deal.
It sealed the deal.
Yeah, it did me too with my woman.
Although she saw my first carving and she said, what's that supposed to be?
Yeah.
What is that,
Yeah, there used to be a thing after Sweat Lodge. If I picked up the flute and I played that song, everybody knew it was time to go home because I had business.
Yeah, you had business to take care of. Boy, we sure talk big for old men, don't we?
Yeah. We shouldn't talk about these things.
No. There might be young children listening.
Anyway, when two of us get together,
it's bad.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
There's mischief to be had for sure.
You might think. We're a couple of fairly well-known flute makers. You would think that there would be some extreme type of, jealousy, competition, and you're absolutely right.
Yeah. I always check people's flute racks to see that they don't have more Billy Crowbeak flutes than than my flutes. So.
Yeah, and I don't even try to keep up with Mr. Douglas Thunderhorse.
So anyway, we just wanted to say hello and let you all know that we're having a great time here in Northern Ohio.
Right. And if you see on the news that there's like smoke coming out of northern Ohio. Well, now you don't have to worry that something's on fire.
Right. It's just us. So y'all have a great day.
Take care.
And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. And you know, if you'd like to hear more commentaries by us, you know, feel free to email, and Douglas will be here for, well, we have plenty of time to do another video.
Yeah.
You know, we might even do a duet later,
might.
you know. Maybe we'll dress up a little bit because, you know, it wasn't too long ago that we were snoring. And it might not be too long before we snore again.
True.
Okay.
About nap time.
Okay. Take care and blessings to you all.
See you.